Hi guys, welcome to the Eternal Quest Tarot and welcome to today's reading. For today's pick-a pile reading, as you already know, we are looking into the question of whether you have already met the person that you're going to be with, your long-term life partner, and whether the answer is a yes or whether the answer is a no. We are going to get some insight into your situation, your love life, and also some advice from Spirit, or whatever else Spirit wants us to know about your particular circumstances. So I do not know what's going to come up with each of these piles, but I do sincerely hope that today's reading is one that gives you a lot of clarity, puts you in a more peaceful state of mind, state of being, and also some very workable and very actionable, not workable, actionable advice. So with that said, let's get into the pile selection. I have 3 cards from a very gorgeous and a deeply spiritual deck. It's the Rumi Oracle, and I'm not only gonna show you the crystals up close but the card as well, and also talk about the implied meaning, kind of give you the gist of the meaning of each of the cards, because I think that might help you choose your pile as well. So for pile 1, I have this fire and ice red crystal with this card, number 5, and it says, I surge on the uprising wave of love. And the overall meaning, the gist of this card is all about the cycles that we go through in life, the ups and downs, and reminding us that as we go through these cycles, whether it's a small one, whether it's a big cycle, we are always learning something, and our spirits are always coming into alignment with the thing that we are meant to experience, and also that we always have a choice in how we choose to respond through as we go through these cycles. So that is for pile 1. For pile 2, I have the saber-tooth shaped stone or crystal, however you want to look at it. It's not a real saber tooth, of course, just shaped like one. And the card is number 26, Al-Uzza, Star of Venus. And this is all about the beautiful process, the alchemy of transformation and going through transformation gracefully. And it says, when you have the blessings of the Al-Uzza star of Venus, it kind of provides you the motivation, the oomph that you need in your life to embrace changes and to go through a lot of changes and emerge as this beautiful, enlightened being that you truly are. So that is for pile 2. For pile 3, I have this grape agate crystal with this card, number 1. It says, Beyond Death, Life. And this card is again all about cycles of life and death, and not literal death, but endings and new beginnings. And this is literally the energy of someone or something being on the cusp of a new beginning, something leaving behind the old and walking into the new, embracing the changes, and stepping into it with the transformed energy that typically comes with having experienced quote-unquote death of some sort. So that is for pile 3. So pause the video if you need some more time to look at the cards, to meditate on them, and to choose your pile. Timestamps are in the description box below, and that will take you to your reading. I'll see you there. Hi, Pile 1. So this is for those of you that resonated with the red fire and ice crystal and this card, number 5, I surge on the uprising wave of love. This is your reading. Welcome. So we are going to look at whether you have already met the person that you're going to be with. I want to keep this reading open for all kinds of life situations and love life situations that you might be in, whether you are seeing a person and you're wondering whether, like this is it, and whether this person and I are meant to be together. Then hopefully this reading will answer those questions for singles who are wondering if maybe there is a possibility out of their, like group of people that they know, if they are going to land up with one of them. So with that said, let's look at your tarot messages first, and then we will move on to the oracle cards. So has pile 1 already met the person that they are meant to be with? Has pile 1 already met the person that they are meant to be with? Oops. We are starting with the 3 of Wands. Has pile 1 already met the person that they are meant to be with? We have the 6 of Cups. I'm already getting the answer, but I'm just going to hold my tongue till I draw a few other cards, at least the top row with the 5 cards, and see where this is going, just to be sure. Oops, out of focus. Focus, camera. And we have the Ace of Cups. Has pile 1 already met the person that they are meant to be with? We have the 2 of Wands. Okay, the 3 of Wands and the 2 of Wands. Has pile 1 already met the person that they are meant to be with? And we have Death. Very interesting energy here, I must say, pile 1. Like really interesting and very complex. So I feel like Spirit is showing, based on the energies that I see here, I feel like the answer is yes. Okay. However, I feel like there might be a bit of a pause in this connection, and one of the most important reason that is coming up as the break or the pause, and you currently not being with that person, is some new feelings and some new realizations that you have had regarding this relationship, or maybe this person has had. The Ace of Cups is also maybe somebody catching feelings and talking about the future, okay, with the 2 of Wands energy, but that leads us straight into Death. And I feel like well, since this is the person that is meant to be your long-term partner, that automatically answers the question that yes, this person is going to make a comeback. However, they might be undergoing some really deep transformation right now, and not in this moment. Whenever you find this reading, whenever you're watching this reading, at that present moment, this person might not be in your life, and maybe they are not coming across as like being open, but this is definitely someone that you have shared some kind of history with, okay? And you, or maybe both of you, are at this point of time really thinking about the time that you have spent with each other. Like, that is heavily on their minds. They have not really forgotten about you, not at all. This person spends a lot of time, I feel like, thinking about this connection. There's also an energy of things like really going great up until a certain point, because we started with the Three of Wands energy, and that is, an energy that looks into the future. With the Three of Wands and Two of Wands, there might also be like some physical distance between the two of you, like one of you moving away, or both of you like moving away from each other. Maybe distance is one of the things that led to one of you or both of you thinking that this connection might not go anywhere. And like I said, this connection has greatly impacted your person, maybe even has impacted you. And both of you right now are undergoing massive, massive transformation with that Death card. But certainly your ex is someone, if you have been thinking about them. And the ex that you're thinking about the most, I feel like, with that Six of Cups energy. Then we have the Page of Wands. I'm just clarifying each of the cards here. What's the Six of Cups energy? Yeah, so as I was saying, if there's an ex on your mind and you're wondering like if they could have been the one, this reading is kind of take it as a confirmation. Then we have the Star. Look at that. So with the Page of Wands energy, I'm getting like, this person is still interested in you, pile one. We also have the Knight of Swords, and we also have the Nine of Wands. Yeah, some differences or some change in circumstance that led to this person stepping away from the connection, ending things with you, okay, calling it quits. But I feel like at this time with the Star energy and the Six of Cups, because it's clarifying the Six of Cups, I feel like this person still hopes that they can heal this connection and that they can make a comeback into your life, okay? But yeah, as I was saying, because of differences of opinion between the two of you, I feel like, which led to, and some realization, some new feelings coming up, like maybe, circumstantially between the two of you, something changed. And this person, this is just an example, of course, could be anything depending upon your situation. But let's say the circumstances shifted and this person realized that they do not want to continue this relationship because potentially these are the problems that they see. I also feel like with the Nine of Swords energy that at the time the person had these realizations, it was something that they were really not ready to deal with, which is why they might have acted in a Knight of Swords fashion. The Knight of Swords is very reckless, very, almost thoughtless with his decisions, and very prone to like cutting things off, like swooshing his sword and cutting off whatever they don't want to deal with. The Nine of Swords is also stress and anxiety. So around these, like I said, these either them catching feelings or things getting serious or things changing in your circumstance, like something shifted here, some kind of feeling came up which caused this person a lot of stress, maybe caused the stress to both of you. But with the Page of Wands, the Three of Wands, I feel like this person still thinks about you, definitely has the desire to make the progress. But the Page of Wands is still that kind of energy of someone that has a desire and wants to go after it, but they don't necessarily have a definitive plan at this time, in this moment, when you're watching this reading. Of course, this is going to change. We already know that because this person and you are meant to be together. But at this time, I feel like they're just dealing with a lot. We have the Five of Swords, and this is conflict. This is, regrets. The Five of Swords energy is kind of like when we are in conflict with someone, and it's almost like we have won the battle, but nobody is the winner. Both of you lost something that was very close to your heart, and there might be a lot of regrets that this person is dealing with. And I feel like with that clarifying the Two of Wands energy, this person is at this point of time really afraid of the history that you have had with this person repeating itself, okay? And maybe like this is also causing hesitation that this person feels towards, renewing this connection or taking it up again, and like just in general, like when they look into the future, I feel like they're still processing on healing the feelings of past regret, which came from the conflicting issues that were present between the two of you. What's the death energy here? What's the death energy? What is the death energy? Let's see. We have the Ace of Pentacles. Look at that. So a new beginning. They definitely want a new beginning with you, okay? And I almost, this is what I'm gonna say, and I hope that I can like express this correctly. I feel like, the new beginning that's gonna happen between the two of you, with the Ace of Pentacles, typically that kind of a beginning is one that really pushes you out of your comfort zone. There has to be a willingness to get out of your comfort zone. And, think of a seed being planted, and when it comes out of the earth as a plant, there's a lot of transformation that the seed has gone through, right? The seed sometimes, and almost always, I must say, looks nothing like the plant that it grows into. So think about the transformation that the seed has to go through. And I almost feel like this transformation is leading your person, pile one, towards this ability to make some progress in this connection, or making them like more ready and in alignment with the type of person that will be able to offer you this new beginning. So which is great to see. Also, I want to say, if you are at this point of time like really missing this person and really like sad about it all, I almost like looking at the energy here and looking at the reading, I really want you to stop worrying like this second. Like things are happening in the background, things are moving. There's a lot of healing energy, like I said, with the Death and the Star. We have both those like very deeply transformative type of energy. So if your mind too is focused on the past, and maybe you're thinking and worrying about the future and the past repeating itself, that shouldn't be a worry for you, Pawan, at all. So this person is going to come back and is going to be like quite transformed. Okay, so that is lovely to see. I do want to clarify a few energies, and I first want to clarify the Page of Wands. What is the Page of Wands energy? What is the Page of Wands energy for pile one? I hope that this spread like really makes you happy, and the reading really gives you a lot of hope. We have the Hermit energy, okay. Yeah, so like I said, this person definitely still has the desire to come back to you, to make some progress, but they're not ready, as I said, at this point of time, like right now, when you're watching this reading, whenever that is. All my readings are supposed to be timeless, as I always say. So I feel like being in the hermit mode, and I was getting that, like maybe they cut off contact with you, maybe you're not in touch, active, like interaction, there's no active interaction between the two of you. But I feel like in the hermit mode, this person is doing a lot of deep thinking. There might be planning, strategizing, and also like hermit energy very much goes hand in hand with the Star energy, the other major arcana in your spread. So the star energy, where a lot of healing is happening, and going through transformation typically is a very isolating type of energy that they might be in. So that hermit is, it makes complete sense to me that this person might be in hermit mode at this time. But yeah, they definitely are going to make a comeback into your life. I want to clarify, what else do I want to clarify? I want to take a look at, most of it is pretty clear to me at this point of time. I want to clarify the death energy some more. So Spirit, can you tell us more about this transformation? Whatever else you want to show us more about this transformation. We have the Knight of Cups. Look at that. So Knight of Cups is a very sweet, romantic energy. Somebody who is very much in touch with their emotions, and they have no problems like expressing how they're feeling. So I feel like while they are in this hermit mode and going through transformation, I feel like your person is becoming the Knight of Cups. They might not have been in the past. They might have been, I almost feel like a scaredy cat looking at the energy here, somebody like who acted as the Knight of Swords. And look at the difference between the big difference in their energy from the Knight of Swords to the Knight of Cups. This person is going to come forth and they're going to tell you exactly what you need to hear from them. That's the feeling that I'm getting. A very positive reading overall. So let's get into your oracle messages and see what else comes up in terms of either insight into your connection or advice or what have you. Let's see where it flows. So what's the insight or advice, or what else you want us to know about this connection for Pile 1 and their long-term life partner? Whoops, look at that. We have sexual union. It says honor the place in one another where you are one eternal soul, for there you will find true bliss. So sexual union, that word itself like makes me feel like the chemistry was great between the two of you. Maybe this is something that is on their mind, something they think about, since like I'm noticing how it got placed adjacent to or on top of almost the Six of Cups energy, which is all about nostalgia and thinking and memories. So I would say that they're deeply impacted by that. And this one dropped off. And it says playfulness. Laughter is the best therapy. Have some fun together, and remember, love is the greatest healer. So I feel like Spirit is trying to show us is that, first of all, like I said, if you have been dealing with certain heavy emotions, I really feel like you would be able to let go of those after having watched this reading. I sincerely hope that you do, because there's like really nothing to worry. But playfulness is making me think like when you guys connect with each other, focus on like really spending time with your person, having fun, because that in itself can be a form of therapy. It can also help you express to each other more fully. So there's this light flirtatious energy that will free, I feel like, both of you from the heaviness that might be a part of this relationship up until now. So let's see what else for Pile 1. What is the message for Pile 1's connection? This is all great news, guys. We have a new beginning. Look at that. A new adventure awaits. Embrace it and live your dreams passionately. So for you and your person, there's some kind of new beginning. Of course, we saw that with the Ace of Pentacles energy. And like I said, in case you have been wondering, yes, this person is going to make a comeback and they will be majorly transformed. You're bound to notice it, I feel like. So let's get some more oracle cards. What else? Whoops. Should we take them? Okay, we'll take it. This says codependency. Okay, addictions are affecting your romantic life. And we also have the honeymoon. Enjoy the time, enjoy the bliss of holiday time together. So I feel like this honeymoony type energy is all about getting to know each other more deeply, and sort of like in this relationship, since it's going to be kind of like a renewal in your connection, it's important that you spend some time getting to know each other again. For some of you also with the codependency, in the past, maybe one of the potential like problems in this connection has been codependency, addiction with each other. And this is like an unhealthy kind of attachment to the other person, whereas the energy of love is the energy of loving someone but not really like needing them, if that makes sense, like being your own person, being confident, being strong enough to like live your life by yourself. But maybe these feelings of codependency creeped into the connection, which Spirit is showing might have caused like problems in the past, and there might be still a need for some of you to work on healing those codependency issues. So think about it, be honest with yourself, and think about how this might be true for some of you, and what you can do to help it. Okay, so what else do you want us to know about pile one's connection? We have healing family issues. So like I said, this whatever disruption, I'm not getting a lot of details about that, but it could be that, other family members are involved. I'm also noticing like children in this image. So maybe for some of you, children might be involved, and this person is currently working on healing all of that, or like making some kind of arrangement so that all of that is peaceful enough for them to make a step back into your life. I'm also getting that for some of you, it's possible that you have children with this person, okay? Because this does seem like you have spent a lot of time, like the energy in this pile is feeling like some of you have definitely spent a lot of time with this person. There's a lot of like nostalgia, and like feelings of longing, memories. So there's a lot of that to go back to, which gives me the feeling that you have spent a lot of time with that. For some of you, I'm also getting, and both these might be relevant, but for some of you, it could also be that they're healing other relationships in the family. Could also be like parent-child relationship, like when they were children, and maybe that led to certain like mental issues with this person, or blockages, removing those blockages and healing those, which allow them to connect to you in a more meaningful way, in a more robust sort of a way. So take how it resonates, whichever message resonates. Of course, this is a general reading. Okay, that card flew. We have retreat. Look at that. It's time to disconnect from the world and just focus on each other. So I feel like when this person comes back into your life, it would almost be like they would have the time and space in their life to focus just on you. Bottom of the deck, I'm also noticing unconditional love. This could be the one. Look at that. Yeah. So as I was saying, whatever like kept them engaged and away from you, and like not being able to spend time with you, I feel like that's gonna change. Unrequited love. Okay, we also have that energy. I don't know why I read it as unconditional love. But unrequited love. So this is a love that previously was unrequited. Maybe it was one-sided. Maybe there was not like, as the card says, enough attraction, chemistry. But all that, I feel like, is going to change. This person that is meant to be your long-term life partner has been an unrequited love from your past. I feel so confident about that. So what else do I want to do? I want to read some more into the energy. What else does Spirit wants us to know about your situation? We have Army of Life. Ask for help, seek support. You are not alone. What I'm noticing mostly in this card is how all these ants, leaf cutter ants, are working together to get something done, get a task done. And I feel like, to me, this is speaking or representing, like, as I said, there's a lot going on in the background underneath the surface, and like things aligning to get this done in your life and as well as in their life. I feel like even though the message of the card itself, like ask for help, seek support, you're not alone, that might make sense and resonate with some of you. But sometimes as a reader, when I look at a card, it's the image that jumps out more. We have Diamond Light activations. Light activation and new energies are coming your way. Be open to receive and welcome them in. There we go. That's what I was talking about. Like something, the universe is working on your part to align everything. I feel like Pile 1, even though it might not appear that way for some of you, and you might be like wondering, like, maybe I'm not making sense, but take that cards or these cards as a confirmation. We have Luck with Ladybird, and it says all of your manifesting positive thoughts and visualizations have been heard. So some of you might have been working on manifesting this connection, so that is great news. It is gonna come to pass as we see here. So there we go, Pile 1. That's all I have for you right now. I really hope that this reading helped you, and it really did make you feel far more positive about your situation, about your love life. It answered maybe like one of your important questions, I hope, about like whether the person is going to come back and whether they're meant for you, and the answer is a resounding yes from this energy. So thank you so much for being here, Pile 1. I will hopefully see you in my next reading. Bye. Hi Pile 2, welcome to your reading. I am filming this portion actually after having recorded your reading, and there's a teeny tiny thing that I wanted to say about it, that when your reading begins, my diction or the way that I was like delivering the message, it does sound a teensy bit, if not completely kind of like confused and unsure, very much like what I did there right now. My brain was just not functioning, and I was unable to find like the right words to say. However, please let that portion not discourage you from watching the complete reading. Please don't allow it to get to you, and don't click off the reading. Stay for it and watch the whole reading. I promise you, Pile 2, that it will be worth your while. So that's all I wanted to say. Now on to your reading. Hi Pile 2, so this is for those of you that resonated with this crystal, the saber-tooth shaped crystal, and this card, Al-Uza Star of Venus. And in case you skipped or missed the intro, this card is all about our consciousness rising and going through the process of transformation, integration of all the lessons that we have learned so far, and just becoming closer, as close as possible, stepwise maybe, but closer to the soul consciousness, the light that we all are. As you can see, there's a gorgeous figure right in the middle of the card, and she's dressed in like a robe which is made of light. So she is definitely someone who has achieved a certain level of consciousness, I would say, and birthing that into the world. So we are gonna see how this card fits in with the message that you get for your reading. Sometimes it does, sometimes it doesn't, but Looking at your main question that we are going to address today, have you already met the person that you are meant to be with? And I want to keep this reading open for each and every one of you, no matter what your life situation might be, whether you are single, whether you are dating right now, whether you are in a situationship or a relationship, and maybe you are someone who has just gotten out of a relationship. So we are starting with the Knight of Wands. So has pile 2 already met their life partner? And is this the person that they are going to be with, or whatever else wants to come through? Have you already met your long-term romantic partner for pile 2? Then we have the Chariot. Okay. I'm already getting a couple of messages, but I'm going to hold my tongue till I have drawn at least 3 more cards. So have you already met your long-term life partner, pile 2? Have you already met your long-term life partner? We have the King of Swords. Okay. Have you already met, your long-term life partner? Have you already met your long-term life partner? We have the 5 of Cups. Okay. Have you already met your long-term life partner? Just one more card. Thank you for bearing with me as I draw your cards. Pile 2. And we have the Queen of Pentacles. So a lot of court cards in your spread. We have 3 court cards. We started with the Knight of Wands. Then we have the King of Swords. The 5 of Cups, and we have the Queen of Pentacles. So I'm getting, like I said, multiple different scenarios, and since this is a general reading, please only take the messages that apply to you and leave the rest for someone else to find. So I feel like the first thing that I'm getting is this is the energy of someone that is just coming out of a relationship, okay? Leaving some kind of past behind with that 5 of Cups energy. And the King of Swords, first of all, answering the question, like, have you met this person? I feel like the answer is a yes, but there are potential problems here that I see, potential challenges. I feel like the Knight of Wands energy represents the energy of this person who is going to be, who you're going to land up with. And I feel like Queen of Pentacles is your energy. There could be age differences between the two of you, okay? And the King of Swords, I feel like either it is talking about an ex or it is talking about you and almost like a struggle letting go or moving on from a past connection, okay? So the 5 of Pentacles is what I'm talking about with that, letting go of something and trying to move on. It's almost like the King of Swords is trapped between these two energies of the 5 of Cups and the Chariot, which is forward movement and forward progress. If there is no X in the picture, then it is your energy that this is talking about. the King of Swords. I feel like you have been spending a lot of time thinking about your love life, thinking about your romantic future, and you're wanting to make progress and follow this person, the Knight of Wands. That is really a very deeply attractive energy. But there is something here with the Five of Cups that makes you, at times, I feel very negative. So it's almost like sometimes you look up and things are starting to look up with this person, and sometimes things are smooth sailing and there's rapid progress, but there's also feelings of almost like sadness, and again, like being stuck in sort of like a negative mindset. With the Five of Cups energy, we have 3 cups that are standing up right behind the figure, and there are 2 cups that are in the water. And the Five of Cups energy is all about being focused on what is lost and what is going wrong. So you might be feeling hopeful at times, I feel like, and at times you might be feeling like things are going nowhere. I'm noticing that in this Chariot image, we have the 2 horses, and they are in movement, so they are headed somewhere. But underneath the water that they seem to be riding on, there are a lot of like turtles that are swimming around this central like crab. Okay, and what that makes me feel is like the progress that is made, it slows down because of certain like unresolved emotions, unresolved issues. The King of Swords energy, like I said, if this is not talking about a relationship that you're struggling to leave behind, then this is your energy. And this typically is someone who is trying to be very logical and systematic about their plan or whatever it is that they are manifesting, but there is very little emotion here. I feel like you might be, whatever decisions that you might be making in your life, you might be basing them on logic rather than getting in touch with your emotions. I mean, the Queen of Pentacles is a beautiful, nurturing personality. The Queen of Pentacles is a nurturing, loving, giving, caring kind of personality, kind of archetype. But with the King of Swords energy, I feel like that there might be a certain amount of keeping yourself emotionally detached from this person, the Knight of Wands, who seems to be in your life right now. And this could be like your relationship might be at different stages. You might have just met this person. Based on the energies that I'm seeing here, I feel like this could be like a dating type of situation, someone who has caught your interest, but I feel like you're not really feeling it at this point of time, and that is because there's something which is unresolved. So the turtles underneath the chariot, I feel like almost are slowing the chariot down, and at times not feeling very hopeful about it. Now, with the Queen of Pentacles, this is someone, like I said, very nurturing, very caring, very giving, and also the Queen of Pentacles is someone that is looking for a long-term relationship. So I feel like this is what your energy is at right now. You're open and you're available and you are looking to connect with your person, almost like how do I put this, but keeping yourself open and available to any kind of opportunity that comes by. The Nine of Wands, compared to the Queen of Pentacles, this can talk about, as I said, somebody who's younger, but it could also represent someone who is younger in spirit. So the chronological age of that person doesn't really matter so much, but there's a certain level of like immaturity as compared to the Queen of Wands, and these differences in personality might at times also be the reason why it's like 2 steps forward and 1 step back between your person. So I'm going to get clarifying cards for each of these energies, and hopefully we will be able to see how this relationship is going to turn around and come about. But definitely someone, the Knight of Pentacles is the energy of someone that brings in a lot of excitement. Maybe you love that about this person, and that is what attracted you to them in the first place. Now, with the Wands energy, fire signs may be important. This is not always the case, but it could be. So Aries, Leo, what else is the fire sign? Oh gosh, I can't think of it right now, but fire signs might be important, or they might be like what do you call it, a prominent placement in their birth chart. But as I said, they're not like, it's not always the case, so take it as it resonates. It also could just mean that how this person is behaving, or the kind of energy that they are channeling in this connection, might be quite, fire sign like. Aries, Leo, Sagittarius, if I'm not wrong. Let me just do a quick check on that. Yep, so I was right. It is Aries, Leo, and Sagittarius energy. That was annoying me because I don't know why I had confused myself over there. But let's take some clarifying cards for each of these cards. And like I said, even though I feel like right now this connection might not come across as being very hopeful, or something that you feel hopeful about in terms of the long-term future, I feel like things are going to turn around. And now I'm looking at the card that you chose for your pile selection. I feel like either you or your person, this Knight of Wands energy, or maybe the both of you are undergoing transformation of sorts in your lives. And this is because, it's going through the process of transformation and really aligning or becoming aligned with the type of life that we are supposed to experience, or any kind of manifestation in our life that we are supposed to experience. So maybe all of this is just in process right now, okay? Because right now I feel like it's literally 2 steps forward and 1 steps back. Sorry, I'm just gonna shut off my iRobot. It's making a noise in the background, and I'll be right back. Okay, so sorry about that. So let's get some clarifying energies for each of these cards in your spread. Whoops, I dropped a whole bunch of cards. And usually with jumper cards, I do take them, but not when I drop a whole bunch of them. I literally allow just my intuition to guide me in terms of jumper cards, that is, and about everything in tarot reading. So we have the Strength card. Okay. What is the Chariot energy? What's the Chariot energy? 1, 2. We have Justice. Look at that. Okay, so just by these 2 cards, the Strength and the Justice card, I feel like both of you, because of how drawn you feel to this person, how attracted you are, and because of the quality of the relationship, I feel like both of you want to do the right thing by the other person. And Justice energy is also making me feel like, that long-term commitment and formal commitment might be on your person's mind, on your mind. This is where the Chariot is headed, the Chariot of this relationship. This is where you both are headed, towards some sort of like formal commitment. So think marriage, think anything that represents a long-term formal commitment for the 2 of you. And there's also this desire where both of you really want to do right by each other. I feel like there's a lot of considerate energy between the two of you, towards how you feel towards them and how they feel towards you. There's a lot of care. Well, the Queen of Pentacles, just by the nature of her personality and how or who she is, she does a lot of care and nurture. She does give a lot of care and nurture, or gives that kind of an energy towards something or someone that is important to her. But it also seems to be coming from the Knight of Wands. I literally feel like this is a mutual kind of feeling that is shared between you and your person, and that is absolutely beautiful to see. And I kind of giggled when the Strength card came up, because I feel like both of you at this point of time are really hanging on to this connection. Like this is not something that both of you are willing to let go of or give up on each other like really easily. That coming from the Knight of Wands, I can certainly see that for your person. I feel like they definitely find that there is enough depth to this relationship. There's a lot going on, which makes them feel like this relationship is going somewhere. Okay. And it makes them feel like you are somebody that is worth hanging on to. So the Strength is literally the process where, we're working on our inner strength. It could be that this connection is transforming them and making them a little stronger, feel a little stronger in themselves, maybe contributing towards like them maturing a little bit, matching your vibe. Maybe they are learning a lot from you from this connection. But the process of like strength, the internal thing that it talks about is the ability to exercise our will by keeping our own naysaying part of the mind, so the negative part, the negative thinking mind, at bay, and not really listening to it, all our like tendencies from the past. So having control over that, and at the same time focus more on the positive. So this is what I mean. This is kind of like a very delicate internal control almost, which is highly important when it comes to like actually manifesting something, birthing something. Okay. And there's a lot between the two of you right now, I feel like, which encourages your person to, like I said, not give up on your connection. Okay. I want to clarify the King of Swords. So I feel like, Spirit is saying, because from the top row of cards, I really got like there is something that you feel very positive about, and there are some things that you look at and that makes you feel negative. But I feel like Spirit is encouraging you, even just by these many cards, I can tell the message is to hang on and be patient in your connection. Things are falling into place and happening. We have the High Priestess to clarify the King of Swords. Yeah, so I'm more so leaning towards the King of Swords being the kind of like part of your energy or representing that side of you that is thinking more logically about the future of this connection that you are in right now, and trying to like remain emotionally detached. I'm leaning more towards that meaning rather than, walking away from a past relationship or a partner and struggling with that. Okay, so I got that for some of you, but I'm more leaning now looking at the High Priestess as the clarifying card, and the High Priestess is all about our higher self, our intuition. Okay, so the message here is to listen to your intuition, pile 2. I feel like both of you, this message is for both of you, and I would love it if you share this with your person, because this is such a significant, I feel like, message, and the entire reading, I feel like, has a lot of perspectives and insight to offer to the two of you to let you know that both of you are on the right track. And I feel like you will be divinely guided. The wisdom, the owl in this card represents divine wisdom. Owls are a symbol of divine wisdom, of being able to, see through our intuitive eyes, if not our physical eyes, see those things that we might be missing, or we might be missing because we are being too analytical, too logical, and too much in our heads about something. But I feel like the advice to the King of Swords side of you, pile 2, is to just allow your intuition to guide you. And you are being divinely guided, both of you. I really want to make that message very clear and very prominent to stand out in this reading. It's not something that you're gonna figure out. Okay, it's just something that you will naturally, and in the course of things, as things unfold naturally, you both will be guided towards. And like I said, I feel like this relationship is going towards a long-term commitment for the both of you. Let's look at the Five of Cups energy. What is the Five of Cups energy here? Oh, by the way, in case you're single and you are in that phase where you're just letting go of the relationship, because I just thought about it. Maybe this is not about you having met the person already. Most likely this person is still in your life right now, and even if you're not dating them, there's definitely a mutual attraction between the two of you, okay? But even if this person is not in your life right now, just know that it's just around the corner. But more so, this is about somebody that you know, because their energy is quite present in your spread. So let's see, what's the Five of Cups energy for pile 2? What is the Five of Cups energy? Whoops, this jumped up. We have the Ten of Pentacles. Look at that. So it's almost like, how, let's say you were talking to Spirit directly on a direct phone call, and you spoke about your concerns in this relationship, or the negative things that you are noticing right now. And it's almost like Spirit is brushing all of that and still telling you, you know what, you don't have to worry. This relationship is going to work out, and this relationship is this person is your long-term partner. The Ten of Pentacles is all about stability. Okay, it's all about long-term relationship, building a legacy, building a life with someone. Okay, so I almost want to say the same thing to you, that how you can kind of quiet down the negative mind if there are certain negatives that you are prone to notice, and if there are certain problems that you're worrying or stressing about right now. Worry not, because a long-term relationship is on the cards for you, and all these problems, quote unquote, that you see right now, they're going to get smoothed out and result in a union with this person. So that's very beautiful and encouraging to see. It's almost like, it could be coming from your past, because the King of Swords and also the Queen of Swords, when she makes an appearance in the spread, they both come from difficult pasts. And they have learned like really painful lessons. So it's possible that based on what you experienced in your past relationships, or one significant past relationship, it's possible that right now things are scary for you. And of course, they're giving you multiple reasons to worry about. But despite that, I feel like with this person, given how strongly they feel towards you, because they're hanging on. This person is not giving up. They're not going anywhere, pile 2. And the justice energy, like heading straight into commitment, the desire to do right by you. So this person is not going to break your heart, almost, is what I'm going to say. Or not going to let you down in any way. Because again, there's a lot of care, consideration. So of course, based on your past experiences, you might be feeling scared to allow your heart to get invested too much, or give this relationship, your complete like energy, time, emotional investment, and that is understandable. Thinking, or like, when we look at things from the King of Swords perspective, which is typically, coming out of some sort of pain in the past. And that's how the King of Swords plans and guides himself for the future. But here, the message is very clear that this worrying and stressing out is not going to, or trying to figure things out is not the way to go. Allow yourself and your person to be guided, and which happens naturally, by the way. Listen to your intuitive minds. I feel like when you listen to your intuition, you will hear the clear voice coming from a place of love. Whereas the King of Swords sometimes is more listening to the mental noise, which can be fear-based. Fear of what? Fear of history repeating and encountering the same pain that the poor king has endured in the past. So a very positive reading for the two of you, pile 2, I must say. Let's see. What is the Queen of Pentacles energy for pile 2? What is the Queen of Pentacles energy? We have the Magician. Look at that. So this is what I feel like, maybe there's some amount of time that you have spent in the past, like getting yourself to the place of being open and available for love connections, and maybe it is something that you have been manifesting. And what this Magician is telling me right now is that you are ready. You are ready to receive your manifestation, and almost like this relationship has been put in your life or in your path as an answer to everything, all the work that you have been putting on in yourself, and now is the time to enjoy that manifestation. So I feel like you might have been wanting to manifest this kind of love, and now take this as a sign, take this tarot reading as a sign. Now it's here, okay? Let me look at the bottom of the deck energy. Look at that, Ace of Wands, a new beginning for the two of you. Again, feeling passionate about it. So there's a lot of, like, as I said, mutual interest, attraction, passion between the two of you, and new beginnings. Like you both are headed into a new chapter of your life, or you are headed into a new chapter with this person. Okay. Do I want to clarify anything? Let's clarify the Knight of Wands. So, Spirit, can you tell us more about the Knight of Wands energy here? Can we get some more on pile 2's person? It's the Knight of Wands energy. We have the Tower. Okay, in this case, the Tower is a very positive card. So I know the Tower, like if you are not very familiar with the Tarot especially, it is usually seen as a disruption. But the other meaning of Tarot is also coming to new realization. So sort of an awakening. And this is what I meant. Like, that's the feeling that I was getting for the two of you. I feel like both of you are going through some sort of process of transformation with the card that you chose for your pile selection. And I feel like either your person has already realized their feelings about you, or how beautiful this connection is, and how much they want to build a long-term relationship with you. Either they already have, or they are very close to coming or stepping into that realization. I want to clarify a little bit. The High Priestess. What does this intuition speak for pile 2? What does the intuition speak? What is the High Priestess telling us, pile 2? Spirit, can you please clarify further on the High Priestess energy for pile 2? Okay, we have Death. So Death is all about transformation. Look at that. And it's also about new beginnings. I mean, I feel like Spirit is saying, like, you're being intuitively guided to allow for this new beginning and allow for the things that are meant to die in your life, allow them to be gone, let go of things, and move freely into this connection. This is what I am sincerely catching from the Death card, and also transformation. So you might feel like as this connection progresses, you might feel a difference in your energy, their energy, and this is what is going to facilitate a union between the two of you, okay? And all this process will be intuitively guided. You will be naturally guided. You won't have to like think about it and figure it out. So that is good to see. Let's get some oracle cards for you guys. Oops, if I can pick up the oracle deck in the first place. Let's see. Okay. So, Spirit, can you tell us more about this connection for pile 2 between them and the long-term partner? By the way, I would love to hear from you. And if this reading resonated, look at that, the 2 cards that dropped up. I'm going to take them because they make total sense. We have new beginning, a new adventure awaits, embrace it and live your dreams passionately. Very similar to the Ace of Wands energy. And transformation, your relationship with one another is about to deepen. Love conquers and transforms all things. Look at that. So as I was saying, if this reading resonated so far and it did help you, consider leaving this video a like and also letting me know in the comments below any kind of activity that you do on a YouTube video that does help the algorithm or does help the channel's algorithm. Also allows for the video to be found, discovered by other seekers. If you think that this reading did help you. So I would deeply appreciate if you did any or both of those things. So what else do you want us to know about pile 2's connection? I'm sincerely like feeling really positive and like happy for you, pile 2. Let's look at that beautiful card. A message for you. I'm thinking about you this very moment. Your love fills me with light. I love you. And you know what? It's funny because when I put down the tarot deck after I drew the death card. Look what I found at the bottom of the deck, and I almost was gonna address this, but I didn't. But there we go. Spirit wants this card to be present in your reading, so we're gonna take it. Page of Cups is all about communication coming from the heart. So either this person is going to become more vocal when it comes to their feelings towards you, or you're going to hear from this person. Maybe the conversations between the two of you will be more love-based, and that's beautiful to see. So what else do you want us to know? I'm sorry, these cards are heart-shaped, as you can see, and I have a little bit of trouble shuffling them, even though, like, by now I have, I would say, some amount of expertise, if not all. Look at this beautiful image, and we have balance. Love is not always about agreeing just for the sake of it. A great relationship is one that supports and challenges. Look at that. So that's what I was getting. I was getting that energy from the two of you when I drew this strength card for your person. Like maybe they're learning a lot from this relationship, coming more into balance, and also understanding this. I feel like that love is not just like, you know, agreeing about everything. Maybe there are differences between the two of you. There are differences in age maybe, or maturity levels. But I feel like this person is open to learn through this connection. That is beautiful to see. Now, let's get another oracle deck. What else do you want us to know about pile 2's connection with their person, with their long-term life partner, actually? I really, like, I wish that you would, I hope that you can share this reading with your person as well. Look at that wedding. This situation involves a marriage. I feel like this is talking about you and your person headed towards marriage. So I think we are done here. Should I even keep drawing more cards? It's like, yeah, this is the person. Yeah, you have found them, and this is going to culminate, I feel like, in a marriage. And we have heart-to-heart conversations. Look at that. Like I said, circumstances will bring you guys together in a way that there will be some heart-to-heart conversations between you and your person, speaking from that vulnerable place where you share how you truly feel about each other, and growing together through this relationship. It's amazing. And we have worth waiting for. Look at that. And I feel like deep down you know and feel this, that this person is worth it, and they know. You both think that both of you are worth waiting for, worth your energy, time, emotional investment. We have soulmate energy. Look at that. Oh my God, this pile makes me so emotional and so happy. This love is beautiful, pile 2, and I congratulate you for, you know, having done the work on yourself and like aligning yourself with this beautiful energy. It's so palpable, the beauty of this connection, and I am so happy for you at this point. Okay, one last oracle deck to close off the reading and see if there's anything else, Spirit, that you would like my pile 2 viewer to know about their relationship. We have protection with Panther. I'll read what the card says, but there's already like an intuitive message that I'm getting. Consider who you allow to take your energy and who you give it away too freely. So it's possible that both of you are being like mindful and careful about that. But one of the things that the first intuitive message I got was when I looked at that word, keyword, protection. And I feel like what Spirit is trying to tell us is like, not only this connection is divinely guided, but that it is protected. Okay. I'm also getting another message that for some of you, your person feels very protective towards you, or maybe you feel very protective towards them, because there's this mutual like love and consideration type of energy between the two of you. So it could be more mutual, but definitely true for one of you. Oh my God, look at that. So, wow. Such a great feeling to channel these messages for you too. It's just amazing. We have digital detox. Okay, I don't know what this is about, but recalibrate, reset, and recharge. So maybe for some of you, especially if you have been in that King of Swords energy too much, and also like looking at online advice could also be like tarot readings. Let this be like the last tarot reading that you see, and take this energy, this vibe with you, allow it to fester and grow within you. But maybe there is a need for some of you to like stop relying on like online advice in this connection and really allow for your intuition with that High Priestess to guide you. I'm giving. So could be for you, could be for your person, maybe both of you. Whoops, okay. This flipped over. So tenderness, show compassion and forgive what needs to be forgiven. So this could be about your past, but mostly I feel like the tenderness is talking about the energy between the two of you. As I said, a lot of love, a lot of care, consideration that you put into this relationship and towards each other, that energy. So which is coming through, I feel like, with tenderness. And yeah, that is all I have for you, Pile 2. Keep in mind that, you know, what I said during the reading. If this helped you in any way, big or small, consider leaving it a like, and also consider subscribing and staying back for more future readings to come. Thank you for being here, Pile 2. I'll see you next time. Bye. Hi, Pile 3. So this is for those of you that resonated with the grape agate crystal and this card, Beyond Death, Life. So, and it's card number 1. So if you missed or skipped the intro portion, the overall meaning of this card is, you know, a cycle ending and then stepping into whatever comes next. So maybe this is talking about a relationship ending for some of you, maybe with the person that you're meant to be with, your long-term life partner, and beginning of the second chapter or entering a second phase with the same person. Or it could be talking about any kind of ending in your life, and then you moving towards whatever is coming next. And death also is about transformation. So undergoing some kind of transformation and then stepping towards the next thing that is coming. So we'll see if and how the message of this card applies to your overall reading. Sometimes it does, sometimes it doesn't. But to get an answer to your question, have you already met the person who's going to be your long-term life partner? We are going to start with tarot and then go into oracle messages to get further details, insights, or advice depending on what comes up. And I don't control the messages, keep that in mind. Also keep in mind this is a general reading, so take only what resonates and leave the rest for someone else to find. And I want this to be open for all types of life situations that you might be in right now. Maybe you're single, or maybe you're dating someone, kind of in a situationship, a long-term relationship, or maybe you're just, this is a fairly new relationship that you are in. Maybe you're in no contact. Okay, this jumped up, the Strength card. So we're starting with the Strength. So yeah, open and available and applicable to any type of life situation. So have you met the person that you're going to land up with, long-term partner? We have the Eight of Swords as then your next card. Have you met your long-term life partner? Pile 3. We have the Wheel of Fortune. So I already feel like this answer is a no. For you, Pile 3, that the person that you are supposed to be with in a long-term relationship, in a marriage or what have you. Then we have the Ace of Wands. Yeah, this person is not yet in your life. So, we draw one more card before I start speaking about the energy. Have you met the person that's supposed to be your long-term life partner? We have the Queen of Cups. Okay. So like I said, this looks like a no. I feel like the person that you are meant to be with, they're not in your life at this time. But, I feel like either you're gonna meet them. Oh my gosh, what am I getting? Either this is looking like someone you're supposed to meet next year or within this next 6 months. So 6 months to 1 year is kind of like the time frame that I'm getting, okay? So let's talk about these energies. We have Wheel of Fortune that is in the center of the spread, and that's one of the cards that kind of made me feel like, no, this is not yet in your reality, and it's almost like the wheels are turning, the wheel of time, and the circumstances changing. I feel like you are going through a lot, or you have recently gone through a lot when it comes to your love life, or relationships from the past, and you are still working on releasing some of that. Okay, for some of you, I'm getting that you are already moved on from it and you are available, keeping yourself available and open for a long-term commitment. We have the Queen of Cups energy, which I feel like is representing your energy. And this is someone who is really an emotional creature to begin with, but there's a lot of emotional maturity that comes with the Queen of Cups, which tells me that you have been through quite a lot when it comes to your love life and your romantic life. You are open and available for a new beginning, but this new beginning, I feel like the next chapter of your life, the next significant relationship, or the next person that you are supposed to be with for the long term is not yet here. Okay, we have the Eight of Swords energy as well, and Eight of Swords can talk about our limiting beliefs, and we also have the Strength energy, which is a process of literally ourselves becoming stronger and more aligned with whatever it is that we are wanting to manifest. And I feel like in this case, it is the long-term relationship. With the Queen of Cups energy, I feel like you are not the type of person that functions well, or even functions at all, in casual relationship. I feel like this is a topic, or this is an area of life that you take very seriously. You are looking for long-term commitment. Okay, with the Ace of Wands energy, for some of you, it's possible that you have just entered this phase where you're keeping yourself open and available, and maybe you're meeting a few people, and maybe you're like dating, casually dating, not a casual relationship, but sort of seeing either one person or maybe more than one person at this time. That is a message I'm getting for some of you, maybe not for all of you. But the person that you're meant to be with, I feel like they are on the other side of this Eight of Swords energy. With this Eight of Swords energy, I feel like there are still certain things within you, pile 3, that you need to work on, and you need to work on releasing yourself from their hold. Eight of Swords energy is typically talking about our limiting beliefs, our negative thoughts, our anxieties, our fears, and anything that causes a disruption or a dysfunction in the smooth manifestation process of this long-term relationship. So you might still be struggling with some of that, okay? I feel like you have been working on it though. Like the Strength is a beautiful energy. Strength is the energy of someone who is not only like strong, but is also working on getting stronger each day. Okay, so I feel like your life has taught, as I said, you a lot of lessons when it comes to love and relationship. Maybe lessons about you, maybe about other people, or maybe about love in general. But there are still certain things that you need to work on. And I feel like with the Wheel of Fortune energy, this is an energy in movement, okay? The wheel keeps constantly turning. And I feel like as time goes by, you will not only be able to release yourself from this Eight of Swords energy, which is like any kind of dysfunction, as I said, that is within us, but that you will be guided through this process. The Wheel of Fortune is very much a card of fate, of destiny. So a long-term relationship is meant to be in your life. The person that we are talking about that is not here yet, they are meant to be. Your paths are meant to cross each other. You're meant to fall in love. You're meant to have this long-term relationship, since that is the thing in question here. And I feel like intuitively, you know that. Okay, and it might be the very thing that is motivating you to work on these limiting beliefs. We have a bird that is up here. It looks like a hummingbird. There you go. There was the lighting from my ring light kind of causing you to not see the image, but there's a sort of like a hummingbird in the picture that's free and flying, and it's up there, and the swan that is sort of stuck but not really stuck. If you notice, all the swords are behind it. That is typically the case with any of the renditions of the Eight of Swords cards that we see, because it's not actual entrapment. It's actually just the belief that you are trapped, or you're not able to move forward, or you're not able to accomplish something when it comes to your love life, or maybe, flawed perceptions about certain things that have got to do with you and your life, or about love, or about relationships in general. Whatever those limiting beliefs are, I feel like the swan is looking at this hummingbird that is free, and it's wanting to be free like the hummingbird. Okay, so this desire is clearly the motivating factor why this one wants to get out of this self-imprisonment kind of situation, imprisoned with its own limiting beliefs and whatnot. Okay, so yeah, let's get clarifying cards for each of these cards here and see what else comes up. So what is the Strength energy for pile 3? What is the Strength energy for pile 3? Oops, we have the Eight of Pentacles. Look at that. Eight of Pentacles is again an energy which is very much self-focused, directed inward, directed towards yourself. So this is what I mean. I feel like I'm really getting the energy of someone that is really putting in some strong and sincere efforts to transform. And I was looking, my attention was drawn to this card, Beyond Death Life. So this is about, like, as I said, going through some kind of internal transformation, changes in your life that you've been coping with, and then emerging on the other side of it into your life or into the next chapter of your life with this transformed energy. So there's a lot going on right now in the background and also within you, I feel like, and you might be really focused on yourself, which is a good thing, which is an absolutely fabulous thing to see, but also important for your energy, pile 3, because I feel like this focus and the efforts and the work that you're putting in towards yourself is the very thing that is going to align you to your long-term life partner, finding that relationship and holding on to it. Then we have the 3 of Cups energy, clarifying the 8 of Swords. One of the first things that came to my mind is third-party situations with the 3 of Cups energy, and this thing that you are disentangling yourself from, for some of you, could be a third-party relationship. Okay, but if not, it just could be a general sense of disappointment that you might feel after having dated, because the 3 of Cups is kind of like that dating, meeting new people, spending time with them, socializing, and what have you, like that kind of a lighthearted energy. And I feel like those dating experiences for you, pile 3, might have been especially difficult, or something that you feel let down, and that might make you feel like there is nothing out there, or like there are no good people out there, no good men, no good women, or whatever else that you are, or whoever else type of energy that you are interested in. The gender does not matter, the sex does not matter, but basically your experiences in dating, I feel like, might be one of the reasons that is contributing towards these limiting beliefs that need to change. So what is this Wheel of Fortune energy? Pile 3. What is the Wheel of Fortune energy? For pile 3. For some of you, I'm getting that you might also, on one hand, I feel like you're open and available and embracing, or, wanting to embrace any kind of like good options or opportunity that come through. But for some of you, I'm getting like even dating and putting yourself out there, you might be quite hesitant with that. Then we have the Page of Pentacles. Okay. Yeah, so I feel like definitely this is the energy of someone looking for a long-term relationship, and I'm talking about your energy. And there is a desire to find that and to really come across a worthy someone that you will find, or you will feel like is worth your time and energy and emotional investment. But you haven't found the person yet. Okay, the Page of Pentacles, even though it has all the characteristics of the Suit of Pentacles, which is like, wanting to plant the seed, wanting to begin and start something new, but it is not here yet. Okay, and also with the Page, there is an indication that right now, at least right now being the time that you discovered this reading and you're watching this reading, you might not have the resources, internal resources. I'm not talking about like material things, but the internal resources that are necessary to start or begin a long-term relationship. The time just hasn't arrived yet, pile 3. Okay, they're not in your life, and like I said, there's still some things that you need to work on within yourself, clear some blockages. I'm going to get more clarification for the 8 of Swords, but after we have drawn the clarifying cards. for Ace of Wands and Queen of Cups. So what's the Ace of Wands energy? It's the Ace of Wands energy. We have the Star. Look at that. So Star is, again, talks about healing and talks about hopefulness. So I feel like, you know, there is certainly the side of you. There are two sides to you. I almost feel like it's kind of like conflicting energy that you might be putting out in the universe. Be mindful of that. But as I said, the more you heal, the more it will go towards like one steady energy of being open, available, and ready to receive love. But right now, there is a lot of hope, of course, as I said, in your heart. And there might also be like an intuitive knowing that, you know, you are going to, or a long-term relationship is meant to happen in your life. But again, there's healing that needs to happen here. Like with the Star energy, healing is the name of the game, or that's the essence of the card. Some of you are healing your experiences in dating, healing your past, or any kind of blockages that that might be present, not I feel, what I see. So what is the Queen of Cups energy? Spirit, can you tell us more about the Queen of Cups energy here? We have the Five of Wands. Look at that. Internal conflict. Five of Wands is literally a card of like your energy being in conflict, and that's what I was getting. So on one hand, you might feel like you are ready, and which is a valid feeling, of course. I'm not disvalidating that, but there's still not like that amalgamation of the contrast or integration of contrast within you, energetically speaking, that will put you on the right path to manifesting your partner. But I can see that there's a lot of hope, there's a lot of healing, there's a lot of transformation that you're going through, pile 3. And this is something that at this time is meant to happen. So in other words, what I'm trying to say is you're right where you are supposed to be. We all are, in fact, but more so with pile 3. There's a need, I felt, to tell you that whatever you're dealing with, including this Eight of Swords, the blockages that might be present within you, they're there for a reason, and it's exactly what you're meant to experience right now. You know how they say the only way out of an experience is going through it. It's almost like what you're going through right now, the only way to get out of the other side, get to the other side, is to go through it and not resist what is happening. Let's look at the bottom of the deck energy. This is the Hierophant. Look at that. So the Hierophant is, again, speaks of marriage, speaks of like a formal long-term commitment. And I feel like the entire process that you're going through is aligning you towards that goal. This is about bringing in your long-term life partner more closer and into your life, like into your reality. And for that to happen, whatever is happening right now is the right thing, is what I'm trying to say. Okay, let's get some oracle cards. This is the Lover's oracle. It's a heart-shaped cards, and sometimes there are messages that are focused on individual, but also about relationships. So whatever comes up, I will. Oops, that card jumped out. So we'll see. We have wait. Don't rush into it. Allow nature to take its course. So hang in there, pile 3. Okay. And again, like, it's almost like Spirit is trying to tell you that it's not all hopeless, and it's not like you're never gonna find love, or, you know, that things won't work out. It's just that right now, you need to allow for what is happening. Allow nature to take its course. Go with the flow. Don't resist it. So what else is the message for pile 3? What's the message for pile 3? Whoops, this jumped out. We have twin flames. Your passion ignites. Look at that. So I'm getting a couple of messages here. What I'm getting is like you might be aligning yourself, naturally speaking, and effortlessly. I mean, like through whatever you are working on right now or going through right now, you might be aligning yourself to your twin flame. Okay. And while I don't think there's much of a difference between like twin flame and soulmate type of energies. Hold on, don't click off and don't get turned off by that. What I mean to say is like the relationship, the significant relationship that you are going to attract is going to be a deeply spiritual one, is what I'm getting. For some of you, your passion ignites. For some of you, with this 3 of Cups energy that I got, it could also be that a twin flame relationship is what you are leaving behind, having learned all your lessons and now aligning to your long-term life partner. So either you are headed to a twin flame relationship or you are just coming out of it. But some role a twin flame relationship does play in the overall matrix of your long-term relationship, pile 3. So take what resonates. If you haven't met your twin flame yet, haven't had like intense experience with someone, then it could be coming. So what else is the message for pile 3's long-term relationship? Get that. We have a message for you. I'm thinking of you this very moment. Your love fills me with light. I love you. I feel like this is a message from your future partner. And in fact, even they might be going through certain experiences in life and certain things in life. But when they step into your life, it will be with a lot of love. Okay, maybe this person is working on manifesting a long-term relationship as well, and the answer to their prayers is you. And both of you, I feel like, are getting in alignment right now to experience that union. So, what else do you want pile 3 to know? We have this beautiful card. It says, emotions are a necessary part of life, but they also distort your perception and cloud your vision. In order to see things clearly, you must let go of resentment. Now, this feels like a very apt message for a Queen of Cups type of personality, which I feel like is speaking of or representing your energy. So, Queen of Cups, somebody who is, you know, or feels emotions like really deeply. It's a great message for him or her if you identify with someone who tends to get emotional. Be mindful that sometimes emotions can cause a distortion in your perception, okay, as the card says, and also cloud your vision. So this 5 of Wands, the inner conflict that you feel, could be because of how deep your emotions run. And maybe that is the thing that you have to work on. For some of you, I'm also noticing that there's a need to let go of past resentment. So remember how I said that there's some negative experiences I sense that you guys might be coming out of? You need to really let go of that, drop that energy to become more open and again aligned with the energy of love. So there's a need to forgive the past, okay? There's a need to see things differently and not from a dysfunctional emotional space that you might find yourself trapped in. Okay. What else? What is the message for pile 3? What else does Spirit wants to say to you, pile 3? Whoops. We have codependency. Addictions are affecting your romantic life. So maybe this relationship in the past, or multiple relationships from the past, maybe there has been some codependency. It typically comes from unhealed trauma from within us that makes us attach in a very unhealthy sort of a way to our partners. And for some of you, there is a need to take a deeper look and understand and heal that trauma, because this codependency, you're not bringing it into your long-term relationship, pile 3. I'm sorry, but you'll need to heal that. You will need to understand it, of course, forgive that, heal that, and then step into a more empowered version of yourself to be able to conduct the long-term relationship in a more from a more secure place is what I'm getting. So there are some codependency issues that need to be looked at here. Whoops, that dropped off and jumped off. We have religious factors. Okay, oh my God. We have the Hierophant energy. Your love life is influenced by your religious upbringing and spiritual path. So this could be, ask yourself, like, if there are certain limiting beliefs, part of the Eight of Swords energy, and certain perceptions and viewpoints that you hold about love, about relationships, that might just be a regurgitation of what you have picked up from your upbringing. Okay, maybe they are not in alignment with what is coming up in terms of your long-term relationship in the future. And again, there is a need to drop it, to heal it, to let go of that. Be honest with yourself. See if that has affected you and your love life in the past up until this point. Okay? And how you can work on getting over it or healing it, letting go of those beliefs. Because maybe the person you are supposed to meet will be one that doesn't fit into that framework of your religious belief. Okay? And we have children. Your love life is being affected by children. So for some of you, maybe you have kids from a relationship in your past, and maybe, having children is kind of like a part of that limiting belief that, maybe you have somehow, truncated your circle. Maybe you have affected your options in a way that the options are far less than what they would be had you not had children. Or this could also be talking about childhood experiences, your childhood experiences. If there are not like children in the mix, in the equation, then this is about you healing your childhood trauma, because childhood trauma is one of the, if not the biggest, in my opinion, it's one of the biggest thing that affects our ability to form and function in adult relationships. So there's a need to look at, take how it resonates. Both those messages are coming through. Take what applies. So what else do you want pile 3 to know about their long-term life partner relationship? We have, it is safe for you to love. Open your heart to give and receive the highest energy of all. I feel like all of you that are watching this file, you have been working towards feeling safe, feeling like it is worth your while to open up your heart, to become vulnerable, to allow for other people to step into your life. Okay, so it is safe for you to love. This is a feeling that you have been trying to manifest, and I feel like in time with that Wheel of Fortune energy, it's going to come. And it's when you will feel safe is when your long-term life partner walks into your life. Okay, one last oracle deck. What else does Spirit want you to know? Pile 3. What else does Spirit want you to know? We have graceful transformation. So definitely some of you are going through transformation. I also got that like from the card that you chose. And it's soften your heart and find your flow. So going with the flow, allowing things to come in their own time. That is the energy of being in the flow. Just going with what is present right now, paying attention to only that, not let your mind wander about the future, and focus only on the past enough to heal it, but no more than that. This card jumped out. It really wants to be here. We have grounding. And it says, ground your energies and emotions deep into the earth. Like I said, some of you, your emotions are running quite wild with that 5 of Wands energy and the Queen of Cups. So while it's a positive, it's always a positive thing, by the way, because I personally identify as an emotional person as well. But it's only when feeling those deep emotions becomes a problem for our own selves is when we want to look at like why and what those triggers are and why we are feeling triggered and confused and conflicted and not at peace. So there's a need for grounding here, need for, as I said, getting past those conflicting energies within you, and how you feel towards people, about love, about relationships or whatnot, or whatever influences your love life, and becoming more stable in the energy that you put out in the universe. Grounding. What else? One last card to close off this reading. We have acceptance, embrace who you are. This is a beautiful, beautiful energy. Maybe, you know, especially if there is past trauma, whether in other relationships and also like coming from your childhood. Like I said, self-acceptance, self-love is very challenging. And I'm speaking from experience. I cannot tell you the kind of like blockages that I have had to deal with and understand and heal in my own journey. But self-acceptance, loving yourself first, it would be the first step towards finding your long-term life partner. So hang in there, pile 3. I feel like you are being guided through a very transformative time, and that process in itself is very spiritually guided. Allow for things to naturally unfold, and your hope and your desire for this long-term relationship is what will keep you going and eventually align you with that energy. So thank you so much, Pile 3, for watching this reading and staying with me. If this reading helped you in any way, big or small, consider leaving this video a like and also leaving a comment telling me if you chose this pile and if it helped you. Any kind of activity that you do on YouTube videos that does help the algorithm will definitely help my channel, and I would deeply appreciate it and really love any kind of love that you show me on this channel. So thank you once again, Pile 3. Hopefully I'll see you in my next reading. Bye.